1. Imagine I am taking only 4 ports or 5 ports. Example, maybe you will have 48 port switch. I have PC1, PC2, another PC I have PC3 here. We have one more PC4 we can say. So here if you see here, this port by default is in VLAN 1. Let me give number as F0 by 0. Fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Fast Ethernet 0 by 1. Fast Ethernet 1 by 0. Fast Ethernet 1 by 1. Whatever the port you have in your switch, all switch port will be in the VLAN 1 by default. All ports will be in the VLAN 1. So now what we are saying, VLAN is used to divide the single broadcast domain into multiple broadcast domain. This sentence we told just now. So example, in our previous class, what VLAN we told, switch first time he will do the broadcast because switch don't know about the MAC address. Example, this PC is connected to fast Ethernet 0 by 0 and this PC is connected to fast Ethernet 1 by 1. Let me give the IP also. Example, this PC is having the IP 192.168.1.1 PC1. PC2 is having 192.168.1.2. PC3 is having 192.168.1.3 and PC4 is having 192.168.1.4. These are the IP address of the machine PC1, PC2, PC3. Now what I am saying here, if this PC1 want to talk with PC4, example this PC1 want to talk to PC4, then he will send frame here. Switch don't have the entry in the MAC table. Switch, we need to remember, switch is working in MAC table. Switch is going to use the MAC address. Switch is going to use the MAC address to make the communication, and we can say switch is working on the MAC address. So when we send the frame here to the switch don't know anything about the MAC address of this machine, all the machine. So what switch is going to do, first time he is going to do the broadcast. Broadcast means sending to all the interface. So switch will send here, switch will send here, switch will send here, but he will not send to the same interface from where he is receiving. He will not send here, this interface, fast Ethernet 0 by 0. He will not send. Other than that interface, whatever interface you have, if you have switch 48 port, he is going to send to all the 47 port, except the port from where he received. First time he will do. We are calling that is a broadcast. Broadcast is nothing but, in simple words we can say, forwarding to everyone. That is a broadcast. So now what I am saying, when all the ports of the switch are in the same VLAN, by default we have the VLAN 1. When all the ports of the switch are in the same VLAN, when we have the broadcast, it is going to forward to all the interface. This PC initiate the traffic. So you have one packet here, one frame here, one frame here, 3. Imagine if you have 48 port switch, all 48 PC are communicating or they are sending some traffic, then how much broadcast you will have in one switch? If you have one switch, all 48 PCs are sending the traffic, first time switch is going to do the broadcast. If you have 100 switches, then this will connect to another switch. Maybe this switch is going to connect to another switch. That switch again it is having some ports, maybe 48 ports we can say, just example. Whichever model you are using, maybe 48, 42 or 20 ports, maybe whatever the ports you have. So all that one is going to send. So all that will go to all the interface. Example here it is going to all the interface. So it is in the single broadcast domain we can say, single broadcast domain. First time switch will do the broadcast because switch don't know the MAC address. When he send this frame, it will go to all the PC. And this PC, example, we are communicating with the PC4, so PC4 will reply, other PC will not reply. So switch know, okay, this MAC address is connected to my interface fast Ethernet 1 by 1 and he is going to store in the MAC entry. Okay, and this also, this MAC address example, I will say this is a MAC address A, here is B. Actually MAC address is a big number. Just for explanation purpose, I am writing here A, B, C like this. So we can say here is C, here is D. So what I am saying, this switch is going to store my interface fast Ethernet 0/0 is connected to the device whose MAC address is A, and my interface fast Ethernet 1/1 is connected to the device whose MAC address is D. He is going to store here. And if these PCs are not communicating till 300 seconds or 5 minutes, switch is going to remove the entry from the MAC table. Because example, if you go for the airport or any coffee shop, lot of customers are coming, lot of guys are coming, they are accessing the Wi-Fi. So if switch is going to store all the MAC address, switch memory will full. So what switch is doing? Switch is having some aging time. We are calling aging time. What is the meaning of that one? It is having some time, that is a 300 seconds or 5 minutes. If that device is inactive, if that device is not communicating, not sending the traffic till 5 minutes, switch is going to remove that entry. Again, when that PC again start sending traffic, switch is going to do first time broadcast, and then he is going to store in the MAC table and he is going to send one-to-one traffic. But first time he will do the broadcast. This one already we learn when we do the MAC address. But now what we told, when first time when switch is not having any entry in the MAC table, he is going to do the broadcast. Broadcast means he is going to send to all the interface other than from where he is receiving. This one we just now told, that is known as single broadcast domain. Single broadcast domain means only one interface from where he received the traffic, he is not forwarding to that interface. Other than all interface, he will forward the traffic. So that is we are calling as a single broadcast domain. So what we will do, we will divide that one. Example, if I create the VLAN, I can say I will create the VLAN. So I will say, okay, this PC I will keep in the VLAN 10. Okay. So whatever the computer is present in this range, maybe I have lot of interface here, switch lot of interface. So all that will be in the VLAN 10. So whatever broadcast they are doing, that will be in that area only. Maybe I have 10 interface in this area. I assign all this 10 interface for VLAN 10. So all the broadcast whatever we have here for VLAN 10, that will be within this area. It will not go to this place. It will not go to this place. It will not go to this place. So what we are doing here, we are dividing the single broadcast domain into multiple broadcast domain by creating the VLAN. I can say here is VLAN 20, I can say here is VLAN 30, and other place we can say it is a VLAN 10. So we created 3 broadcast domains. So what we can say, by using VLAN we can divide the single broadcast domain into multiple broadcast domain. Single broadcast means all the traffic is going to all the interface. Now I created VLAN 10, I put some interface in VLAN 10. I created VLAN 20, I put some interface in the VLAN 20. I created some VLAN that is 30, I put some interface in that one. So VLAN 30 traffic will not go in the VLAN 10, VLAN 10 traffic will not go in the 30 and 20.